What's going on, guys? Greg again, and today we're going to go over the compressor module and the Transient Master in Battery 4. So on the compressor module, you have three options. You have the Classic, the Pro, and the Solid Bus. Now on the Classic and the Pro, you don't get a makeup gain or a mix knob. So you only get the threshold, the ratio, the attack, the release, and the output. Now the threshold is a level you can set, and any volume or any signal above this level of, in this case, negative 26.9 dB will be affected at a ratio of 4 to 1. It's backwards in battery for some reason. Normally it's 4 over here and 1 over here, but whatever. It's a ratio of 4 to 1. So what that means is every 4 decibels over that threshold of negative 26.9 dB is going to be compressed down to 1 dB of output. So I guess, if you wanted to do math right now, 8 dB would be compressed down to 2 dB of output, and so on and so forth. And if you were to set this to, let's say, well, I won't get it exact, but if you were to set this to 2 to 1, you would have, 2 dB over be compressed down to 1 dB of output, so on and so forth. And the attack knob here is going to really help you narrow in on your transients. A longer attack is going to let through more punch. A shorter attack is going to squash the sound a lot more. So this is a really important knob to very carefully set. The release, same deal. The longer the release, the more squash the sound will be, because the compressor will be active for longer. The shorter the release, the shorter the sound will be, or the shorter the compressor will be active. I'll go over all this more in another video. I just want to get all the options that you have in battery out of the way here. Pro is pretty much the same deal. I just think it's a different emulator. Solid Bus gives you the option to have a makeup knob and a mix knob. Now what the makeup gain does is you're going to lose volume through compression. You can use this to make up for the loss in volume. And the mix is actually going to allow you to do parallel compression, or also known as New York style compression, where you can adjust the amount and relationship between the wet and the dry signal. So a signal with no compression and a signal with compression. You can mix the two together there. The output is the overall volume of the module itself. You have the Transient Master, which is a simplified compressor. You can adjust the attack and the sustain. So shorter attack, much more squash sound. Longer attack, much more punchy sound. Longer sustain, much more drawn out sound. Shorter sustain, much shorter sound. Input gain, you can turn up the level of input gain or turn down the level of input gain, whatever you choose. And the output gain is going to affect the overall volume of the module. So guys, I will go over these both more in detail in other videos, but it's cool that Battery 4 lets you have all of these effects. Really, that will sum up the effects tab. Guys, stay tuned, and as always, have a great day. Happy producing.